In the mountains, we are familiar with horse chestnuts or sweet Spanish chestnuts. Both these grow in Kashmir. One is introduced, Castanea sativa. Other grows in our temperate forest, that is Aesculus indica. And the fruits, especially the seeds of Castanea sativa, they are eaten after proper roasting. Similarly, Kashmir is also familiar for the almonds. So almonds is a rosaceae tree which is called as Prunus dulcis. But the tree today I am going to focus, they are called as tropical chestnuts, different from the temperate horse chestnuts, but they have the similar edibility and they are also eaten after roasting. So tropical chestnut is the tree botanically under the genus Sterculia, and Sterculia foetida is the type species. And because its leaves, petioles and flowers, they are foul smelling, bad smelling, so the genus Sterculia refers to their bad odor, and it is in the honor of a Roman god of mythology, Sterculinus, also thought to be have the word origin from stercus, which means excrement. So something related with foul smelling, or the god Sterculinus is also the god for manure and fertilizers. So basically cattle dung has smell, and that foul smell led to the name of this tree genus as Sterculia. Sterculia foetida is also commonly called as the wild Indian almond sometimes. And another tree which is Terminalia catappa, that is also Indian almond, because its seeds are also taste like almonds and they are eaten. Sterculia foetida. Many of these species which were earlier under Sterculia now stands segregated under few other genera, and one is Fermiana. In Jammu we have both Sterculia villosa, we have, which is in Dogri language called as Uddal or Oud or Udal. So this Sterculia, his leaves are very long stalk, and they are palmately lobed leaves, and these are harvested by the locals as fodder. Tree also have the gum in its trunk, and that is also supposed to be medicinal. Another Sterculia, which was earlier named as Sterculia pelens, with less lobing, shallowly lobed. It is sometimes three-lobed leaf. It is also found in Jammu Shivalik forest, that is presently segregated from Sterculia and put under the genus Fermiana. So how to distinguish the two? In Sterculia, the fruits, they are follicles basically, they are woody and they open after maturity in case of Sterculia. But in case of Fermiana, the follicles are membranous and they open before maturity. This is one distinguishing feature between the two, because both are found in Jammu. Another distinguishing feature is number of ovules. Number of ovules is 2 to 4 in each follicle, but the number of ovules is more than 2-4 in case of Sterculia. So Sterculia pelens, now known as Fermiana pelens or Fermiana fulgens, it goes up to 10-15 meter high plant. Bark is yellow and flowers are borne in erect hairy panicles. But in case of Sterculia villosa, the flowering panicles are drooping. This is another distinguishing feature. Another one is leaves are clothed with hairy growth underneath in case of Fermiana pelens or Sterculia pelens. whereas they are not clothed beneath in case of Sterculia villosa, and leaves are 5 to 7 lobed. Nerves are also many. But in India we have very important tree for which commercially the tree gum is exploited more than what we get from Sterculia villosa or some other species. Most important tree is found in central India in the dry tracts, which is called as gum karaya. This gum karaya tree is also known as udla or uddal, as we call Sterculia villosa in Jammu. Similarly, Sterculia urens is the tree which is also known in English as ghost tree. Why ghost tree? Because a tree remains leafless for more than 6 months, from December to May. It is without leaves, and new flush of leaves appears only in late May or June, and the branches look grayish white. Without leaves they look like ghost. So tree has been named as ghost tree. And why it is called as Sterculia urens? Because like urtica, soy, sadar, its fruits and flower also have hairs which are stinging hairs. They can give us a sting, so it is difficult to touch. But the seeds are very important, and they are usually eaten by monkeys and even by the hornbills. And its gum, which is called a gum katira or gum karaya or kulu or gulu, tree is also known as kulu or gulu, and this particular gum is also known as the Indian tragacanth, and this is very useful as laxative and as emulsifier and thickening agent even in the food industry, and this is exploited on the commercial scale. This particular tree has the polygamous flowers, and its various names are found. In Gujarat it is called a kogdol, in Kannada it is called pinari or kampudale, in Telugu it is called as tapasi chetu, in Konkani language the tree is known as pandaruk, in Malayalam anan bajuki or T20, in Marathi language it is called as kandol or kavali tree, in Udiya it is called gudalo, the way we call as uddal or udalo in Jammu for Sterculia villosa. Sterculia urens in Udiya is called gudalo. In Rajasthan it is called katila, and in Tamil language it is called senthanukku or velai pothali. So it means the tree is familiar throughout India, and it is the commercial tree used even in the pharmaceutical and food industry. The type species Sterculia fetida, because of its fetid, this is unique in the sense its leaves are horse chestnut like. As we find in case of Aesculus indica, the tree is palmately compound. It is multifoliate. So similarly, even in case of Sterculia fetida, we have 7 to 9 leaflets. They are born at the end of the stalk, and all these leaves are mostly they are aggregated toward the extremities of the branchlets. It has the whorled branches. The branches grow horizontally, and it gives a umbrella shaped canopy to the tree. The flowers are rusty red, petals are absent, and sepals are rusty red. So this particular tree is having the leaves are smooth, they are not hairy, and moreover in case of Sterculia fetida, the bad foul smelling flowers and but follicles, the fruits, follicles, 4 lobed or 5 follicles that turn deep red, scarlet red after maturity, and seeds are black, and these seeds are taken and they are also processed, boiled in salt solution, and then roasted, and they are also made edible. But otherwise seeds contain some toxic phytochemicals, cyclopropene fatty acids, CPFA, and they are sterculic acid and malvallic acid, and these need to be leached out by boiling and roasting. Only after that they can be eaten, and as they are supposed to be tasted like almonds, they are also called as the Indian almonds. So Sterculia fetida. Other species also reported from Andamans. In Andaman Nicobar Islands we have Sterculia macrophylla. Very important, Sterculia parviflora is also found in India and also reported from Andamans. It has simple leaves. Sterculia rubiginosa is also found in India and also in Andamans. Another tree which is found in South India, Sterculia guttata. Another is Sterculia cordata. Likewise, in northeastern India we have a very peculiar species of Sterculias. They are Sterculia hamiltoni, which has small, delicate, white flowers. Even the sepal look like Ceropegia flowers. They are found also in Bhutan and Assam. Another species which has gone extinct from northeastern India, that was Sterculia khasiana, but presently it is declared extinct. It used to exist in Meghalaya. Another species, Sterculia roxburghi, is also reported from Assam and Meghalaya, and Sterculia versicolor is also reported from the Indian northeast. Another species which is very beautiful, rather, not presently under Sterculia but under Fermiana, because of the membranous follicles, not woody follicles. This is Fermiana colorata, earlier called Sterculia colorata. This particular tree is beautiful when in flowers. This is called as bonfire tree, also Indian almond tree or kaushi in Marathi language. And this has the scarlet red, gaudy colored flowers, which are basically nothing but the calyx tube, which look like corolla tube, but that is calyx tube. And this is also found in the Himalayan belt, but it is not found in Jammu Shivaliks. Another species which is very unique, and this is found in Panama. Basically, the name of the country Panama has come from the indigenous name for the tree of Sterculia, and this is Sterculia apetala, without petals. Flowers are without petals, and this particular tree is also known as Panama tree. Sterculia apetala is also known by another indigenous name in Brazil as Mandubi tree. So it is also known as Mandubi tree, and this is dioecious. As we have Sterculia fetida, that is also dioecious. Male and female trees are separate. Likewise, even in Sterculia apetala, the dioecious nature, male and female trees are separate, and many birds they pollinate Sterculia apetala. So, for example, we see the hummingbirds. Hummingbirds also pollinate the flowers of Sterculia apetala. Green-winged macaw, Ara chloroptera, also prefers nesting in its twigs. Another is collared forest falcon, Microster semitarquatus. But the most important is endangered hyacinth macaw, a bird, a parrot, endangered hyacinth macaw, that is Anodorhynchus hyacinthinus. This has about 90% preference for the nesting only in the Panama trees, that is Sterculia apetala, Mandubi trees. So the existence, which is already threatened macaw, its existence or future survival is linked with the Panama tree Sterculia apetala. Many birds have also been reported to feed on its seeds. For example, Amazona albifrons, Amazona acrocephala, and trees are also used by bats. For example, Desmodus rotundus and Phyllostomus elongates. Likewise, it is also useful honey flora. Honeybees also come, and in Puerto Rico and Cuba we find both Sterculia fetida, which has the 5 to 10 foliate glabrous leaves, and also the native Sterculia apetala with simple 3-5 lobed stellate villous hairy leaves. In case of fetida, the follicles are red and they are 10 to 15 seeded, whereas in case of Sterculia apetala, the follicles are greenish brown and they are 2 to 7 seeded. This particular tree, tropical chestnuts, because the seeds are roasted and eaten like seeds of Costania sativa. One, and another is some of the species of Sterculia, they have the palmately compound leaves, as we find in case of Bombax ceiba, Semal, or Boom, Handoon, Gugu, that is Aesculus indica. We have the palmately compound leaves, or as if we find it even in case of Elstonia scholaris. But this is simple leaves born in a whorl. Here the leaves are basically, they are the single leaf with leaflets. So that is the distinction. Globally we have more than 150 species, but some people even report 200 species. So they are also planted as ornamental trees in the gardens and city environment. Sterculia apetala was earlier known as Halictaris apetala. So means it also had some similarity with Halictaris maraudefowl found in Jammu. So earlier these were included under the family Sterculiaceae, but present classification has put them again under the ladyfinger family, that is Malvaceae. We have the reports that there is one particular Sterculia found in China, which is called as Sterculia monosperma. And this Sterculia monosperma is unique because it has the long association with the Han dynasty in the Quixi festival, which started in the Han dynasty. And this particular tree has that cultural connectivity to the celebration of one festival called as Quixi festival. Quixi means evening of 7 sisters, evening of 7. Love story between a cowherd boy and the beaver girl. That is the story, and they could not marry, and their separation, and that once in a year they come to meet each other. Their souls come to celebrate their bond. So that particular festival, in that particular festival, the seeds of this particular Sterculia monosperma, they are developed into cuisines. So this has that cultural significance, and it has given the name to the Sterculia monosperma as 7 sisters fruit. It is also known as Phoenix eye fruit. It's also known as Thai chestnut or Chinese chestnut, and its nuts are black seeds, but after roasting and boiling in the salt solution, brine solution, they are made edible, and this particular fruits are eaten during the celebration of a Quixi festival that occurs on 7th day and 7th month of the year. The girl has association and seen in the form of stars in the Lyra constellation, and a boy is seen in the Aquila constellation in the sky. So these are two brightly shining stars in the sky. There is also a report of another species, Sterculia murex, which again is found from South Africa, called as low-welled chestnut, and its leaves are also compound, multifoliate, and its seeds are also edible. like that of Sterculia fetida. And in Africa also we have another species which is vulnerable, that is Sterculia alexandri. And another tree found in South Africa is called as Mopopaja tree, which is Sterculia africana. So in Garhwal Himalayas, Fermiana palens or fulgens is locally called as Budela or Budulu, or also called as Kardala. And this particular local vernacular names from Jammu Shivaliks as Uddal, Oud, Udala, and same goes to Garhwal also as Kardala or Budola, and even in Assam we have the same as the Udala. So that reflects the understanding of the local people with the forest trees all along the Himalayas, and even in the down south the local names are, it reflects that local people have more intimate knowledge about the forest trees as compared to the city dwellers.